There comes a moment when you stop reacting and start seeing. No war is won in sleep. No victory comes to the one who refuses to see. And in the oldest war of all, the war between light and darkness, the first weapon is never a sword, it is awareness. There is no neutral ground in this war. You cannot stand in the middle and wait. Silence is support. Indifference is surrender. You will be used, whether you know it or not. Knowing that you're in a war changes everything. Knowing who you're fighting makes you dangerous. Knowing how the enemy thinks makes you unpredictable. And darkness fears the unpredictable, the ones who see through the illusion. Awareness is not merely information. It is not being informed. It is not the ability to quote scripture or recall history. Awareness is the ability to see the invisible within the visible, to recognize the lie inside what feels good, to understand that evil often wears the mask of goodness. It is listening for the voice behind the voice, hearing the whisper behind the words. It is discernment. And it is when you begin to discern that you also begin to feel the resistance, not only in society, but within yourself. For the enemy does not live only outside of you. He knows doors you did not know you had. He does not knock, he whispers. And if you do not know what this sounds like, you will believe it is yourself you hear. This is why the war begins with sight, with insight, with the moment you open your eyes and say, "This is not coincidence. This is not just politics, psychology, or economics. This is intentional. This is design. This is war." And once you see it, there is a cost. Awareness costs. It strips you of the comfort of ignorance. It shatters the illusion of control. It reveals that you are not your own master. But it is only when you see this that you can take up the next weapon, truth. And later, righteousness. And later still, the sword of the Spirit. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Or does everything make sense to you? Do you recognize something today as normal that you once knew was wrong? What happens inside you when the world smiles, but something in you reacts? When everything looks right, but feels off, do you ignore it? Or do you know exactly what I mean? You are no longer just an observer. You have become an actor, for you have begun to sense it. Behind the voices behind the systems, behind the subtle lies, there are architects. They are not visible in streets or on screens, but they rule from the shadows. Like generals in a hidden war, they direct the attack not against your body, but against your mind. Their weapons are not bullets, but thoughts. Not chains of iron, but chains of ideas. They shape language. They define the boundaries of what feels true. They clothe darkness in light, so that you learn to love what you should fear. Those who carry the scars of darkness will speak with a fire the world cannot extinguish, for they were raised up for such a time as this.